Am I live? Yes, I am live. Mm, this is my first time going live on a laptop, and I don't think I like it. I think my phone has better quality than this laptop, but whatever. Hey, y'all. It's me, Ray. I'm live from my bed. Let me see if any of my girls are up. Are y'all up? I am here eating some popcorn and drinking me some cranberry juice. Tracy, let me just tell you, I was just saying, I hope at least one of my girls are on here. So, Tracy, I need you to help me out because this is my first time going live on the computer. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, butterfly. I wrote in the description. Yes, okay, great. So, hey, y'all. Sorry it's late. It's just I was up. It was a rough night trying to put Soraya to sleep. So I said, you know what? Let me just go live because I'm going to be up. So I wanted to do a quick about me video because I see that my Rae Doll, shout out to you, Butterfly, my Rae Doll tribe is growing, and I would love to do a Q&A and just give you guys a, introduction to who I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some background on me, and then if you guys have any questions, please type it in the chat. So to start off, my name is Rae. It's me, Rae. Hey, no pun intended. And I am originally born and raised in the Bronx, New York. BX, throw your X's up. And I am reporting live currently from North Carolina. So I moved to North Carolina and when did we move out here? 2018. We moved to up and quit my job and we was out. I am a mom, new mom, first time mom of a baby girl. Her name is Soraya. As y'all know, I post her all the time, so you see her all the time. She's 2 years old and she's a North Carolina baby. I'm married. My husband is also from New York. He's from Brooklyn. And we have a North Carolina baby. I am also a stepmom. I am, oh, thank you. Thank you, Aisha. Yeah, motherhood is so rough. Tonight was very rough, but we could talk about that another time. I'm also a stepmom of a 14, I was about to say 13. She just turned 14, a 14-year-old. So when I met my husband, he already had baby girl, Sanaa. So the baby that we have together is Soraya, and my stepdaughter, her name is Sanaa. She's 14. Okay, Butterfly BK. I can hear the New York accent. Tracy, yes. It's so crazy because they tease me at work. They say I have an accent. I don't hear the accent, but I've been here since 2018. I still got it. So yes, I am a New Yorker, and you wouldn't believe that we've been here since 2018 and I'm still not adjusted. Um got married. Hey Cherise, thanks for joining the live. New York in the building. Let me tell you, New York is a one of a kind place. We got married in 2017. My husband said to me in 2018, let's move to North Carolina. It did not come out of the blue. My husband went to school in the South, so he already had people that was down here. One of his best friends, actually, he calls him his brother, was living in Charlotte. That's right. There's no place like NY. We would come down all the time to visit, and he had a business opportunity, and he said, "Let's move." We were we had careers in New York. I was working for the Bronx District Attorney's Office. It was my internship and first job after graduating from college. I have a bachelor's degree from Delaware State University, Hornets. Speaking of college, I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So if we have any sorors on the live, oops, to my girls. Yeah, so I went to school at HBCU in Delaware, graduated, got an internship at the Bronx District Attorney's Office, my home where I was born and raised, and I was working there from 2011 to 2000. Oh, thank you, Cherise. Yeah, so I was working at the DA from 2011 to 2018 was when we moved. So it was, I moved up within the agency. I would say within that time period, I doubled my salary. You really don't lose it. Your dialect when you speak from my son's father's from Mississippi. And he moved to Chicago. He's been here 15 years, and you definitely can hear that country. Yeah, I don't think you lose it at all. It's so crazy because my daughter was born in North Carolina, and because she learns everything from me, she speaks like us. As I start to hear her talk, I'm like, my baby's not country. She acts country, but she speaks like her mom and her dad. Yes, so I was, set in my career at the district attorney's office, worked my way up, was able to double my salary, and then my husband said, I want to move to North Carolina. So, I was a newlywed. We was 1 year in, and I was like, okay. Dropped everything. I was vested in a New York City pension plan. I could go on and on about the things that I left behind in New York. Jenna, girl, you about to be tired too, girl. This is me every night. Like I literally go to sleep after 1 o'clock every night. But it's just I don't be wanting to get on here because I don't know if y'all stay up late. But I'm just doing it about me because I want y'all to get to know me a little bit more. And trust me, is when you get to know me a little bit more, then the Rae Doll's gonna start rolling in. So back to my little story. Dropped everything and moved here to North Carolina alone. Just me and my husband. And yeah, we bought a house. So we bought there's so much that I could talk about on YouTube. I purchased a home as a first-time home buyer from New York City. We purchased this house that I'm in North Carolina. My husband's friend said I have a realtor. I was speaking to her on the phone every single day from New York. We did the paperwork. She was sending me photos. We came down to look at this place. It's a new construction, so it was freshly built from the ground up. We chose our lot. We put out our there's a fee you pay to hold the lot, and we started building our house while we was in New York. Built the house, came down the week of our closing, and then closed on our home in June 2018. So, that was a lot for me. Moved here, think about it. Born and raised in the Bronx, able to walk to the corner store, to the bodega, get my bacon, egg, and cheese, go to the Chinese restaurant, go to the pizza shop, get on the train, don't have to drive. Imagine going from that life to the boondocks. To the boonies. Culture shock for sure, girl. So, I don't know if I told y'all. My husband is a trucker, as you can see. See the pillows? So, he's on the road. So, I was in this house by myself. Thank you. Thank you, butterfly. So, after being out here, and then on top of that, it took me a long time to find a job. My background is in communications. I was working in community affairs for a government official in New York. When I got out here, salary changes. It was hard for me to find a job. Husband on the road. I said, you know what? I am lonely in this house. It is time for us to have a baby. And then I had my sweet baby girl, Soraya. I was a stay-at-home mom, wife for some time. Bronx people can't even go to the other boroughs without feeling homesick, get alone, skip steaks. Girl, I wasn't really that type. Thank you so much for liking Alive. I wasn't that type because I went away to college. I went to high school I went to high school in Manhattan. So I wasn't one of those people, Jenna girl. I did leave the Bronx, but it's unfortunate that I have people in my family that don't leave the Bronx at all. Um so when I moved here, it was hard. So when I had Soraya, I stood at home. I was a stay-at-home mom, wife, and then as my baby girl, when she turned 1, I was like, this is not for me. I said, I cannot sit in this house with this baby all day. Oh, no. Put my resume on Indeed. 1 week later, got a phone call from my executive director for the job where I work now. I work for a nonprofit in North Carolina. I am the director of community relations. I manage a team of 4 people, and the job is very complex, but we could talk so much about that. And Jenna, this answers your question, what you said to me the other day when you was like, girl, well, what time is your lunch break? Is over. Girl, I do what I want. That's why I like the city. Sometimes everything is a close proximity. A friend of mine says, you scared to move down south? I said, no, I just don't want to ride 20 minutes to a local Walmart. Exactly. How you did my girl like that? Said, nah, sis, I'm out of here. Jenna, oh my God. Listen, imagine. So I grew up as an only child, but I do have siblings on my dad's side, meaning he didn't have them on my mom. So I didn't grow up with a bunch of kids in the household. Soraya, my baby girl, is the first diaper that I've ever changed. So imagine a person who was not a kid person, didn't really have any experience with kids, in the house all day with a busy toddler. I was like, homegirl, peace up, A-Town down, I am out. I love my baby girl, but kudos to anybody that's on this life that have a lot of kids, because I didn't have the patience to stay home with her. My husband was like, what happened? I thought you wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I said I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it for 2 years. I did not make it to the 2-year mark. I was like, oh, daycare me now. I need this girl's daycare. My mother had too many damn kids. I would be like that. I would be like, what again with it? Yeah. It wasn't for me. I love my baby. It's very hard. Like, we had company the other day. My husband's best friend and his wife they have 2 kids. Like, her son, he's about to go to first grade, and then her daughter is about to be 3, and she's still home. So she basically has been a stay-at-home mom for 7 years. I said, girl, you have more patience than me. These kids, and I only have a little toddler. One toddler. I couldn't do it. So kudos to anybody that's on here that's stay-at-home mom and your kid is not in school all day. Independent woman, I feel you. Yeah, on top of that, the independence you have with, earning your own money and feeling like you are, fulfilling your life's dream and doing something that you love other than being a wife and a mom. I couldn't do it. I appreciate my husband and all that he does for us, but I just was like, oh no, I got to do my own thing. And it's so crazy because I'm so motivated when I work. Like, it wasn't until I stood home for 2 years. I could have been doing YouTube all this time. It took me to get back into working and into my routine to get the drive back that I had before. It's so weird. My kids have been in child daycare since they've been in diapers. Even I'm working from home. You got to be out of my face at least 6 hours. Yes. There's so many times that if Soraya's sick, I got to stay home and I work from home. I can't even do that. I can't work from home while she's home with me. Do you know how many times this little girl has climbed up and she's been on my Zoom meetings in the camera like, mommy? I'm like, oh, sorry, guys. But one thing I can say is God blessed me with the job that I have because it's a nonprofit. My mom had 5 kids. The first one, I'm 6 years older than 8 years, then 10, then 16, then 21. I've always been around kids, so I was never used to being alone. Yeah, that's hard. And you know what? My husband is like that. He's used to, big families, always being around a lot of people. Like, I like my peace and quiet. I need my space. Like, it's not for me. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, when are you gonna have another one?" I'm I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's so hard. It's so hard, and especially um when you have a partner that does the type of work that he do, because when he's on the road, yes, he does some local trips where there's some days during the week where he's home, but majority of the time he's away from the home. I would be a fool to have another baby and have to take care of the baby by myself. Too much, too much. She start early as well. Yeah. So that's just a little bit of background about me. And I would say what brought me to YouTube is because even before we moved, like years ago, I to YouTube through research. Like, I used to do research on like home ownership. When I was trying to manifest marriage, I used to look up wedding videos, and so that's how I got interested in YouTube. And then when we planned our wedding, I had a DIY wedding. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna, film some videos and document it. How did you meet your husband? Okay, I'm gonna go there. Um, I was like, let me film some videos about the wedding to start my YouTube channel. So that's how I got started on YouTube. And this was like in 2018. We have a big family, but after so many hours, I'm ready for you to go. A lot of cousins. Exactly. And since we moved here, we always have guests. Like, I thought our family from New York wouldn't come down. Like, I feel like we have guests like every month. There's somebody visiting us. So, Jenna, to answer your question, this is a funny story. And it's a shady one too. And I don't care, whatever. Shade me if you want to. So, me and my husband went to the same high school. He's older than me. And I don't know, any Butterfly, you from New York. So, like, during my time in high school, the big schools in New York City were being broken down where they're making smaller academies within one school building. So the high school that we went to, he was in the old part of the building and I was in a small academy that was like on one floor. So kind of like, the new fresh meat, our school was kind of like the fresh meat. So all of the guys from his school will always come to our side of the building to hang out, and that's how we met. I actually had a friend um who we are no longer friends. Years ago we stopped being friends. She used to like him, and that's how I actually met him, because she used to say, let's go to the gym to see Staffa, let's go to the gym and see him. And that's how we met. We had one conversation in high school, and it was about horoscopes, and we both shared that we were both Capricorns. That's the only conversation I remember having with him, and that was the only time I ever heard his voice. We became friends on Facebook. He went away to college in South Carolina. I went to school in Delaware. We connected on Facebook one day. He was like, "Oh, I'm in South Carolina. I have a daughter." I was like, "Whoa." We caught up. I said, "Oh, I'm in Delaware." Oh, he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to graduate." I was like, "Oh, I'm proud of you. Congratulations." That's how we got reconnected on Facebook. When I graduated from college, we hit each other up playing a random Facebook game. It was like, send a person. You should, Jenna, don't tell me, girl, you were Capricorn. We got a sign. We into the year and we end the year. So Facebook, we was playing a game on Facebook where it says send the person a number. You have to write the number on your status and then you write something about the person. That's how we got reconnected, sent each other's phone number, and then we started talking on the phone. The phone conversations led to us going on a date. And from there, I would say from our first date, we were inseparable. Married with Soraya. And that's the story. We've known each other. We didn't really know each other in high school, but we knew each other's names, and we saw each other a few times. I feel bad because every time I'm on live, I'm eating. I should have known. Jenna, are you a Capricorn? The only thing I like about going live on a computer is you can see the chat better. as opposed to if I was on my phone. Do y'all have any other questions? I felt like I gave y'all my background. I'm a Leo, but my best friends, both of them are Kappas. Since I followed you, me and you've been internet cool. Exactly. So I have a girl that I used to work with who I became very cool with. She's a Leo. Y'all Leos are so loyal. Thank you, Cherise. Yeah, it's so crazy how we came together. All I'm gonna say is marriage is hard, especially when you start to have life, businesses, work, babies, house, a house that you got to maintain. It's really hard. My birthday is January 5th. Oh, Leo. Yeah, I forgot. Tracy. First of all, Tracy, why did my live get cut off earlier when we was talking about your birthday? I don't know how that happened. Oh, all the Leos are on here. Y'all was playing a number game. I remember when that was a trend. They tried to inbox you the number. Yep, they inbox you the number, and then you write it on your status. I'm a Libra. I don't think marriage is hard. Butterfly, are you married? Please, girl, share the tea. September Libra. My grandma's a Libra. Y'all are some good people. January 5th, Capri, Cappy Candy. Oh, we got a birthday twin. Butterfly, you said you was married, so you got divorced. So what makes you say that marriage isn't hard? It's hard to me. It's like when you are with someone, you're tied to them. Oh, he cheated. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, look at you. Kudos to you for leaving, because there's so many people that cheating is a part of their journey and their marriage. Like, yeah, we went through that. We got over it. I feel like marriage is hard. I feel like relationships are hard. Friendships, everything. My daughter's January 9th and my best friend's is January 7th. Yep. Capricorns be the best. Marriage is hard. It's hard maintaining a relationship because you're two different. Exactly. I feel like that's the part that's hard. Always having to consider another person in everything. Um, being with someone through all of their stages of life, they change so much. Um, having to sacrifice so much for the other person. It's hard. I don't know if maybe because I've grew up, I've always been just so independent, all about me, everything about me, which is it comes off as selfish, and that's a flaw I've heard people say about some January Capricorns is we can come off selfish, self-centered, and when you are like that, because we're so ambitious, it's really hard to mesh with somebody else when you're so focused on yourself. Marriage is hard. It's hard maintaining. Yep. Well, Butterfly, that's good to hear that you did enjoy your time being married. So would you ever get remarried? Because I always told myself, and not putting negativity out there, but if I was to get divorced, I wouldn't want to get married again. Plus, a lot of people don't understand you have to put yourself first and it might hurt others. Yes. And trust me, I don't have no problem putting myself first. Yeah, see, I didn't even have a problem putting myself first when it came to my daughter who came out of my flesh. I was like, girl, I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. You have to. Because if you are not sane in your mind, you cannot take care of nobody else. No man and no child. You have to put yourself first. Sorry. I I was talking to a girl the other day, and she's really older than me. And she was telling me that it wasn't until she got in her 30s that her parents revealed to her that they were divorced. She grew up in the household with both her parents, but they were divorced. But they both sacrificed their happiness to fake their relationship for the sake of the kids their entire lives. But like, come on. It's always going to be hard. You're stuck with a person that goes through things. Sometimes you don't like yourself how you're supposed to, always like someone else. People just go through things. Yep. If you don't put yourself first, sometimes at least do self care. You'll lose your mind. People forget just because you're married doesn't mean you shouldn't take care of yourself. Exactly. And I feel like I almost got there a few times. Um, but y'all see, it only took me a little over a year to get it together. I was like, girl, get your together, get up. Rayshawn, get up. And especially my mom. My mom is an Aquarius. And if anybody's on here is an Aquarius, y'all are so straightforward, cutthroat. My mom, she would be like, first of all, Rayshawn, what are you complaining about? You are in a house, you have a car, you are safe, you are not in the Bronx no more. She'll be like, get off my phone with this complaining. My mother would get me together so fast. She will humble me. Even if I call her complaining about Soraya, she'd be like, you had that baby, right? You was praying for me. All right, call me back. Oh, so Rae, I'm sorry, y'all. Jenna, girl, you keep me together. So Rae, it's me, Rae. Rae is short for Rayshawn. Rayshawn is my first name. It's my full name. Rae is my nickname. Yeah, butterfly. That's how my mom is. She gets me together. Like she humbles me very quick. Um, which is something that you need. It's like you be crying. I'm like, Ma. She'd be like, get it together. Call me back. Tough love. I just told y'all my whole life story. Kim Shauna. Oh no, Ray. My mom said my godfather, who I never met, he named me. And people always think it's a boy name. Just today at work, this guy called my office and he's like, "Hello, ma'am, speak to Rayshawn, please." And I'm like, "Speaking, this is Rayshawn." And he's like, is this Rayshawn?" And I said, "Yes, this is Rayshawn." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting to speak to a man." I said, "I am a woman." He started laughing. Yeah, butterfly. Yeah, my mom, that's my mom. She's the one that holds me accountable. And sometimes it hurts my feelings, and sometimes I get sensitive about it, but it gives me that fire I need under my behind. Oh, so sorry she passed. Rayshawn, your daddy and grandpa name combined. No, Jenna girl. No. I'm so surprised that y'all are up this late. I was like, let me get on this live and see if any of my girls get on here. And here y'all are. Let me tell you. Did I tell y'all the good news? I was at my desk. I opened my Facebook app and something popped up. And it says that I was invited to, thank you. I was invited to be a part of the Facebook Reels bonus program. But let me tell y'all how Facebook think they slip. I posted so many Reels on Facebook. Some of them got over 1,000 views, 2,000. Soon as they invite me to the Reels program, I posted 3 Reels today, under 20 views. I told a friend of mine, if I ever get married, just like a man has a man cave, I have to have the queen's castle, the one room I can go in to gather my thoughts. She told me I can't do that. I'm a wife. Oh no, that is definitely um necessary to have your own space. Use all your YouTube videos on Facebook. Yes. So Jenna, that's my plan. I'm gonna just download my videos and post them over there. But if it's like current events, if it's something that's not really trending anymore, I'm not gonna post it because like with the celebrity news, people like to hear about stuff right away. All right, who was this guy talking about? Hello, it's NBA young boy. Bye. You about to get blocked. Let me see. Remove report. Put user in timeout. Why it's not giving me the option to block him? I'm sorry, y'all. We have an intruder. Unwanted spam. Okay, I report it. Yes, lady. A lady sanctuary. Thank you, Sharice. Yes, so I'm gonna try to get the money. So what they did was they basically said that the bonus starts today. The opportunity to receive the bonus starts today. And between today and September 17th, I have to post reels, and only the views on those reels from that time period will count towards the bonus. And the bonus, the highest I can get paid is $1,200. So I've been doing a lot of research, and it looks like I have to get like 1 million views in order to get something. And the only way you can receive a payout is if you get $100. Who is this guy? Oh no. Let me I'm gonna do the mod. I'm gonna make you a mod, Jenna. Jenna is now a moderator. Congratulations, my sister. Now, what can you do as a mod? Could you get this guy that keep talking about foot creep out of here? I already reported his comment. Let me see. Thank you, Jenna. Yes. So with the Facebook Reels bonus, I really have to get on my grind between today and September 17th. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Between today and September 17th to get as many views as I can. And one thing I like about Facebook is, in addition to the bonus, they have additional programs. Is this your first time in the bonus? Yes, this is my first time in the bonus. I don't know anything about it. So this now is the time where I have to try to at least earn $100 so I can have a payout. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna go to all of my videos that I already posted, and I'm gonna share it to my page so that it can boost the video so it can start receiving new views, because I got the bonus invite on my personal page, not my business page, because I have a It's Me Rae business YouTube. Um but I got it on my personal profile. They basically asked me to turn my profile into professional mode. I did that. And so it's all of my friends and my family, plus the people who started to follow me recently. And what I like is what they did was they transferred all of my friends, my personal friends, to followers. So instead of it saying friends now, it say followers. So the amount of people I have on my personal page count towards that. So I'm gonna be posting on Facebook. The only thing I'm kind of like a little, what do you call it? Hesitant about is doing like the celebrity gossip content over there. But that's the content that get me the most views. And of course, videos of Soraya. Jenna, thank you for getting that guy out of here. I wonder, where did these people even come from? Is anyone on here also a part of the Facebook Reels bonus? Or are you a part of the bonus program on YouTube Shorts? Any of you? Aisha, are you a part of that? Yeah, they love to troll. Like, sir, get out of here. In my baby voice, get out, fly. If it's your own content and you just happen to be talking about those, but I'm talking about those particular celebrities or reacting to their shenanigans, you should be okay. Okay. Yeah, because here on YouTube with the shorts, I like to do the green screen with the screenshot of whatever topic I'm talking about, and then say my opinion. Another thing, my Facebook Reels, for some reason, I can only record 30-second videos. It's not allowing me to do anything over that. Oh my God, Aisha, girl, give me some tips. You maxed out your bonus. So what are you doing over there? Are you doing just daily life content, or are you doing like celebrity reacting videos? Girl, give me some tips. If you don't mind sharing, how much was the bonus that you maxed out? Do 3-part videos. Okay. Yeah. That's the goal. Is to become, you want to have multiple streams of income and be able to control your income because girl, my job, they could let me go tomorrow. They could let me go today. Like, we see you talking all that crap on YouTube. We do not want you representing our company. And it could be like, homegirl, bye. So yeah, it's hard. That's why you have to secure some type of income that you are in control of over. Jenna, what kind of I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Butterfly, do it. Do it. You already have a profile on YouTube. So all you have to do is just log in to your current YouTube and then you could just upload a video. Upload your first video. It can be about anything. And then you could just test it out. You can test it out to see what type of content people like to see. And it's easier to test it out on shorts. That's what I do too. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me stop with this smacking. I have to boost. Yeah, my daughter's period. She's staying. Yeah, do it. Don't know what to talk about. What are some things that you enjoy, Butterfly? Like, what are your hobbies? Do you have a hobby or a special talent that you could share? I will definitely subscribe to your channel. Jenna, what's your daughter's channel about? Oh, it's a doll channel. Share the name of her channel so I could write it down and I could follow her. A little bit of everything almost. I love movies and drama, so I do reactions. Sometimes I post just clips and give my thoughts, and I post my kids. Those are very popular. Okay, Aisha. So how can I find you on Facebook? Should I just type in Aisha's Family Daily Life so I could follow you? Just home, returned on dialysis. Dialysis. Coco Doll Show. Okay, let me pull up Coco Doll Show. Butterfly. You're on dialysis. My aunt does dialysis too, and I'm pretty sure that takes a lot of energy out of you, right? Maybe you can talk about what it's like, be doing dialysis. You could do like a day in a life of, and then show everything. If they allow you to show like the machine, you checking in, checking out. You can talk about how it makes you feel. Coco Doll Show on YouTube. Coco Doll Show. Okay, Coco, I got you. I subscribed. She got 84 subscribers. I just subscribed to her. Coco Doll Show. Aisha, let me make sure I'm subscribed to you. I think I am. Aisha, Family Daily Life. Yes, I'm subscribed. I need to go to your videos and start commenting. Um, is there anybody else on here that has a YouTube channel so I can sub to y'all? Thank you. Let me know your feedback whenever. Okay, I will. Me, Smoothie Smoot, Smoothie Smoot, Smoothie. Is that the name of the channel? Smoothie. SMOOTY. Smoothie. Am I pronouncing it right? I'm typing you in and I can't find you. Oh, this is the backup. I need to get me a backup. That means your first channel must be popping if you need a backup. Malika. Am I pronouncing? Okay. I cannot pronounce people's names right. Malkia. Benzie. I'm typing you in now. Is that the name of your channel or is it something else? Oh, I got you, girl. I see you right here. I just subscribed. Yes. Okay, just type in Aisha M. Smith. That's my personal profile. And then I have my business page. Okay, so let me type it in on Facebook. Um, I just subscribed to you. Let me type in Aisha M. And if everybody that's on here, make sure y'all type in people's channel so you can follow. Aisha M. Smith. Girl, you came right up. You must be doing that damn thing on there. Follow. I followed you. Okay, 10K. Aisha, girl, you need to give us some. I just followed you, girl. Digital creator. Yep, it came right up. Okay, we moving and shaking. Let's talk about networking opportunities over here. I just followed to everybody that put their names in the chat. I really appreciate y'all being here with me today. I gave y'all my whole life story. Um, so if there's any questions that you have, if you want to know anything else about me, um, but hopefully what I shared so far, someone that's here can relate, and it'll make y'all to continue to tune into the content that I have. But it looks like mama gonna have to be spending her time on Facebook, honey, because Facebook is the only one trying to offer me some coin. It's like, let me stop. All these years I've been spending time on YouTube for free. Okay, your Facebook topic for tomorrow, Young Miami is she on Diddy Lock. Jenna, why you ain't send it to me? Do you have me on Instagram? Wait, she was on his live today. She's sitting in the background. Okay, after they just posted him in the restaurant with them girls. Let me look for Did you see the video? Oh, thank you. 2 hours ago. That just randomly happened. I've been watching this show called All the Queen's Men, and I posted a clip and it went bananas. Okay, let me go to Mr. Love Diddy's Instagram. Damn, he didn't save his live. But it's so crazy. Oh, he hanging out with Noriega. I'm looking at his story. It's so crazy because they posted on the Shade Room that he was out seen with some girls, and he was out seen with two women, and he was like ducking from the camera. I posted it on my YouTube, and I guess he was in Miami, but Young Miami supposedly they're not committed to each other, so he said he's single. So she's just here for a good time, not for a long time. Isn't that what you said earlier? Mag TV. Let me see. They go on Instagram or is that on YouTube? I probably could find them on Insta. Mag TV. Yeah, she's enjoying her time. There's this girl. Okay, I see Mag TV. There's this girl. He getting his willy wet. You silly. There's this lady. Okay, it's on YouTube. But I see they have an Instagram too. I'm gonna follow their Instagram page and their YouTube. There's this lady that I follow her podcast, and she's a journalist. Her name is Demetria L. Lucas, and she talked about a time that she went to Diddy's house to interview him, and how he was so like, not that he was being sexual with her, but he was basically like showing her this like crazy experience, like a warm heated towel. He had a masseuse there that was giving her a hand massage in the feet. So it seems like Diddy knows how to smooth the girls, and he knows how to like wine and dine them. And Young Miami is young, so um yeah, he probably whining and dining her, and she's really hooked. It's because them city girls, they really like the man that could take care of them or whatever it may be. So she's enjoying her time. She is enjoying her time with Diddy, whether he's exclusive to her or not. But y'all know everybody keeps saying allegedly he's what. Tomorrow, Razzle Dazzle Facebook with them. Also, recap P Valley. They going wild off that. Do y'all watch P Valley? Hey, Nene! Y'all, my cousin on here. Let me tell you, I am up every night so late. Exactly. That man is not thinking about that girl. Thank you so much, Nene. I'm so proud of you. Let me tell y'all about my cousin, Nene. She came to my house one day and she was like, how come you're not posting on YouTube anymore? And I was like, I am not I'm just not into it. And after she left that day, I've been posting and here I am, still doing it every single day. So thank you for motivating me that day. Yeah, you're right. He is not worried about her. And see men that's like that, you gotta say to yourself, um, why are you not with nobody that's your age? That's when the light bulb, that's when the light bulb should go off. Let me get this let me get this charger. That's when the light bulb should go off on your head that something's up if you want to be with young girls only. That's when it definitely should go off. And especially where you see his daughters, like his daughters is about to be in that dating age. So guess what? Um, he better get ready because what you do to women is gonna come back to you through them babies. And his daughters are gorgeous. Oh, Shanice, she done said it flat out. She said Diddy is gay. Girl, we gotta say allegedly over here. Butterfly, you couldn't get into P Valley. Let me tell you, the last episode, I was like, whoa. What older woman want Diddy? And he ain't getting he's starting to get a belly too. He got a dad bod. What older woman want Diddy? And he ain't settling. Yeah, they too old. P Valley. What y'all think about P Valley? I was watching. I felt like, to be honest, season 1, it didn't seem like the whole focus of the story was going to be on Little Murder and Uncle Clifford, but it seemed like since that was what continued to keep letting the show trend, they are making that the whole story, which I don't like. It's like, Jesus, why do y'all gotta only dive into their part of the stories? Like, what about everybody else? Y'all, I'm doing a lot right now. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to plug in this computer, which I should have been did. Okay, we rocking and rolling now. Yeah, P Valley. I see a lot of men talk about it. Plies had did a video talking about P Valley. He was like, then I saw the guy on the stage. Next thing you know, he in the bed. But you know what's so crazy is a lot of men are uncomfortable about P Valley because they really on the down low and they don't want us to see that on TV. They don't want us to see that on TV because they really on the down low. That's the real tea. You know what, Jenna? When I saw that he was married in real life, it made me think, are they doing like stunt doubles or is he really kissing, laying in the bed, humping, or is it a stunt double? That's what I'm curious to know. Oh, so he's really doing the actual part because you know for a lot of the strippers, they have real strippers that's filming a lot of the scenes and they're acting as stunt doubles. So I assumed that that's what they was doing for him and Uncle Clifford. It looks too real. The way they was laying in the bed. Yeah, people are doing anything. And it's so crazy now. It's so mainstream and it's so accepted because you know, the LGBTQ plus community, they're so organized with their organizations that they can start filing claims against people for discrimination, like how the civil rights movement was. So that's why a lot of these networks and a lot of these companies are making sure to include them because you have to have an inclusion. Yeah, it's true. They're so organized. They can say that they feel like there's lack of representation in movies, TV, radio if there's not someone representing the LGBT. I couldn't really watch that show. I got sick of tuning in the TV and fast forwarding through parts where certain situations will happen. Yeah, it's all about the money. That's true. Because I had posted a video about that when Megan Thee Stallion released her song, because she started doing the whole you can get sued for using pronouns. Oh wow. And I know in the work place, people can report you to HR if you refuse to address them by the pronoun they want to be identified as. I just saw in the shade room that Dwayne Ray, he started the process to legally change his son Zaya's name and his sex on his birth certificate. Yeah. Like he wants to legally do it. And I'm just so curious to know, what does his birth mom think about all of this? Because we only see what Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade think about it. I don't see anybody else's opinion. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it's all about Jenna. It's all about equity and inclusion, just like race, where you can't discriminate on someone based on their race. Now sexual orientation and how they identify is in that same category. So we have to be very, very careful. And as the kids are growing up, you have to be careful with them learning too, because they're gonna repeat us. They're gonna repeat after us. I'm trying to pull up the thing about Dwayne Wade. Yep. It says Dwayne Wade files petition to legally change Zaya's Wade name and gender. Yeah, he is. I think he is kind of young. I watched this documentary. I wish I had the name of it. I could tell you what's the name of it. It was about this little boy. He was younger than Dwayne Wade's son, and he was going through the process of changing his gender. And the documentary followed the family and through the process. And he was going to like a therapist, and he was taking hormones and everything. By the end of the documentary, the father ended up leaving the mom. Yeah. I understand what you mean, Aisha. It's no disrespect, I accept people for who they are. I want you to love who you want to love, but it's confusing when we start talking about the whole pronouns. Like there are some people that say they want to be referred to as they. Like now y'all messing with the English language. Like how does one person singular want to be referred to as plural? I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm not trying to they means multiple people, right? One is they. I'm confused. I hope they don't flag my channel. Because they on YouTube too. Honey, they in the YouTube execs. Yeah, but it's true. It's so true. One of the parents of my students asked that. What did they ask, name? If y'all can call the baby they? They wanted one of the students to be called they. I saw Demi Lovato. She wanted to be called they. Now she said, "Oh, you could call me she and her again." Wait, a baby that's in daycare wants to be called they. No, she or he. Oh, okay, okay. But a daycare age, that's so young. Those babies don't even know how to talk. Wow. There's this little boy on TikTok that like goes viral. His mom allows the baby to dress up. Right. Did the kid tell you that? Yeah, we can't. Oh, you're saying in your daycare, they don't want you to use he or she with the babies. That's why I have respect for Big Frida, because they know who they are and they're not offended if you call them by the original gender. Big Frida said her family, I think I saw an interview where Big Frida said that her sister still call her bro. And she said she still goes by that. Oh wow. Oh, the parents. Wow. Nene. And when you have those like independently owned and operated daycare centers, they could do what they want because in some elementary schools they're starting that too. So I'm curious to know what's gonna happen when it starts, time for the kids to learn biology because they're saying that they don't want our biological body parts to determine sex. That it's not a biology thing, it's a what you identify as thing. So I was like, I'm not trying to be funny, but that means if the little baby say, I'm a dinosaur, so because they identify as a dinosaur, then we gotta address them as that. Jeannie Mai from the TV show The Real Husband, I forgot his name, did the interview and say that the dead child doesn't have a gender. A dead child? I'm confused. I'm confused and I don't want to offend anyone. But this all goes back to politics because depending on the state controls the school system and what happens in the school system. So it's all about who you vote for. It all goes back to who you vote for. I think North Carolina, are we a red state? I think we was a red state, but now we're blue. I don't know. I'm still in the New York state of mind. Nene, are we a red state in North Carolina? A Republican state, or Democratic state? Because that's what's going to determine what happens in the school system. Yeah, you can't escape what you're born with. Oh, we're a Republican state. Oh, Lord be with us. Butterfly, I really agree too with you. Their child does not have a gender. There are some states that's petitioning for the hospitals to change the birthing process, and they cannot identify the gender on the birth certificate. I know I read that like on CNN.com. I'd rather them take off he or she than having these kids taught by teachers what they can pick. Yeah, because I think it's gonna confuse the kids. Um, it's definitely gonna confuse them, especially when they start talking about body parts and biology. Definitely. Definitely. That's scary. I'd rather them take off his. That child is like I there's some teachers too, like there are some students that have what do you call them? Transsexual teachers. And the teacher tells the student whether to call them Mr. Smith or Mrs. Smith. Because I remember when Sanaa was in middle school here, she said she had a transgender teacher. How about when they teach pronouns? Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying too about the whole plural thing, saying that one person can identify themselves as they. I just did a speech in class about why teachers should not be able to teach sex education in elementary school. And we didn't have sex education in New York. So whatever state you guys are watching from, did y'all have sex ed? Because I don't remember having a sex education class unless I missed it or I probably wasn't paying attention. I wonder if they have it out here. I need to start, educating myself on this because my baby got a few more years. Before you know it, she gonna be in kindergarten. Hell no, we was bad as hell. Like, I'm telling you, if anybody can make it through the New York City public school system, you can literally make it anywhere. Like I always tell people, I don't know how I made it to college. Like, how did I make it out? Like, I literally remember elementary school, middle school, not really high school. My high school was like a good high school. Elementary and middle, it was me and like less than 10 kids that sat in the front, right in front of the teacher. And behind us, the class was wild. So it was only the few that decided to listen that sat in the front and got to learn. Everybody else was wilding in the back. Yep. Oh, you took sex education? I don't remember that. They didn't have that at PS 79 or 399. Yes, New York, Long Island, Why Dash, Amityville, Bayshore. Okay. Well, we didn't have sex ed in the Bronx unless they started that. They didn't have that when I was in school, unless I just didn't take it. We had health class where we talked about health and the body, but I don't remember people pulling out a banana and showing us how to use a condom. Yeah, they must have took it out, and if we didn't get it in high school, Chicago. Yes, we definitely had to have the sex education class along with biology class. They talked about all that stuff was going on. Okay. Oh, they didn't do the banana thing. They just talked about. Yeah, I remember a health education class where we did not talk about the act of sex, but we did talk about like health education. I think maybe my after school program probably did like a few programs where we talked about like teen pregnancy and stuff. But now it's going to be a whole different curriculum, especially with this pronouns thing and where they're trying to take biology out of gender assignment or whatever you want to call it. I honestly feel like they should change the age. They should create a minimum age for people to and to be able to transition, because as we all know, the human's brain. Madison, girl, I don't know how we start talking about the transgender community and sex education, girl. That's what we talking about. I feel like they should change the age where you allow a young person to decide whether they want to be considered another sex, because the frontal lobe part of our brain that's responsible for decision making does not fully develop later in men. Females, I was developed fully developed first in your late like 20s. I think it's like 25 or something. I could look it up, but it's in the 20s. So it's not till you in your 20s that you can fully have a sane mind and make a proper decision. So how in the world can a 7-year-old tell you that they want to start transitioning to another sex? Make it make sense. For the most part, people who had a general idea of how sex was done, they mainly talked about the safety and understanding your body. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. How about they teach not to bully no matter the color, gender you prefer, or etc. School is to learn not to tell your personal business. Right. Also, how about they start talking about gun safety and how it's not okay to, if you're angry with someone, to decide to shoot up an entire school. Let's talk about that. That's what they need to be talking to them kids about. Anger management and how to deal with anger issues and addressing your mental health state instead of using a gun. Decision, what decision? How about they look at them history books and go back and give us the real history? You're born male or female. You're right. Butterfly, I'm telling you, I wish I can find the name of the documentary so that you can look it up. The main claim is they're teaching it for the kids experiencing changes in their genders. Like, no, protect all children, no bullying, period. Exactly. I yep, give us the real history. Yeah, like they're looking into coming up with new curriculums and changing curriculums for sex educations and pronouns, but we're still using the same old history books. Make it make sense. Update those books. Update the story about how America really became about. We can go deep on here. Oh, wow. I don't know if it's a trend. However, all of the 11, 12, and 13-year-olds around here are gay. My daughter is 7, and I just told her some kids feel like they're boys, some kids feel like they're girls, but can be boys. I asked, does she feel like a girl? She said yes. And I said, okay, you only talk to me. You know what, Jenna? That is a very um hard conversation to have with your daughter because like what does being a girl feels like do you think she even understands that concept of it? I don't want teachers teaching her. Yeah, you have to have the conversation at home before they start talking about it at the school or making her confused. But they're even starting to say um that there's no such thing as gender norms. So like for example, if we say, girls wear pink, girls wear dresses, girls play with dolls, they're teaching kids, yes, you know that you are feminine. Do you think a 7-year-old knows what feminine is? Listen, y'all better teach me because Soraya is too. Let me go to Barnes and Nobles. They said from Barnes and Nobles doing 50% off. I need to get me a book. I just want her to I want her uninterested in the conversation. Like, oh, I had that talk with my, oh, great strategy. So that when they start bringing it up, and she can be like, oh, I was already educated on this at home. That's a good strategy. Okay, let's get deep into it. Do y'all have my niece told me that she was gay at 5 years old. I don't want my kid teasing no one. Madison, so your niece told you that she liked girls at 5? What? I done dropped my popcorn. Okay. I do feel like at that age, we do start showing interest, whether it be in girls or boys. But when an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old starts talking about that, I really truly feel it's because they seen it somewhere. Do you believe that? Because they was exposed to it by someone else at 5? Salted caramel in the house. Hey, Ray. Hey, girl. Hey, salted caramel. No, not on this side. Well, maybe at school. She must have seen it on TV or at school or something because maybe she just feels closer to her female friends than she does to the boys that she's around. And she's probably thinking that that's what that means to be attracted to them. She's a daddy's girl and she wants to be like her dad. Oh, they have same-sex couples on Disney shows? I did not know that. My sister told my mom at 6, and my mom said, that's good for you, but you don't need to tell anyone your business. Be who you want. And this day, my sister still has. I have a cousin. My cousin, both of her daughters are gay, and they dress like boys. And she allowed them to start doing that like middle school. Well, now elementary school for her second daughter, but her first daughter, she literally like shaved her head and everything in middle school. Still to this day, she hasn't been with a man. And she told your mom at 6. Listen, some people say that they're born that way. So a lot of people said that they are born that way and that they've never had an attraction to the opposite sex ever in their lives. Like there's some men, they say they've never been with a woman before, ever. And they do not find a woman attractive. That if it was a woman was to take all her clothes off in front of them, they will not have an erection. Girl, Jenna don't have a butterfly. Jenna do not have a channel. Her daughter has a channel, and I'm trying to convince her to make a channel because she is hilarious. I believe it because what happened to my 5-year-old saying boys had cooties, and my mom is married to her dad for 35 years now. Wow, that is deep. I do feel like when you're growing up, you may have attraction to whether it be male or female. When you're little, you do start to feel attraction to people. But I feel like you don't know it's a legit thing until you see other people doing it. I believe some just know and then some are confused. Y- Yeah, because maybe they may be having the feelings, the inner feelings, and then once they see other people doing it, then it's confirmed. And they probably feel more comfortable to act on what they was really feeling inside. But for the confused kids, the school would make them think they figured it out. Yes, I agree. You know, when I was in high school, this girl likes me. Like, she used to stalk me. She would like always come to my lunch table. Um, like try to buy me stuff in the machine, and I used to be like, stop. And she used to be so aggressive like with it. So like I experienced that in high school. She completely changed herself to like a boy. We had so many kids in my high school that was like that. And I feel like it wasn't until high school, when I went to high school in Manhattan, when I started seeing a lot of classmates that were, gay or whatever. I didn't see that in my middle school. It wasn't until high school. Like a lot of the girls that I went to school with in Manhattan, like my school was right in the city, like where you see a lot of, LGBTQ. And like I went to school with girls that had their heads shaved, like they dressed like boys, and we wore school uniform. So they would wear the school uniform pants instead of the skirts. But it wasn't until high school that I started seeing it within my age group. But I did know of a lot of adults that were gay. I didn't see it until my 20s. I felt like I had been sheltered. Even New York City is so diverse. You get to see things so young. I even worked at like a peer advocacy center for HIV and AIDS, and it was in this center in Manhattan where they had like kind of like a homeless shelter for runaways that are part of the LGBTQ community. So that's when I first started to like actually speak to people who was telling me that they was born this way. And back in that time, people were getting kicked out. Like these young high school kids was being kicked out of their homes because they told their parents that they was gay, and the parents kicked them out. So my job where I worked at, they was able to go to that place and they can get clothes. We used to give them condoms, give them free HIV tests and stuff like that. And I was like, these people are like 15, 14, living on the streets of New York City just because they're gay. Their family kicked them out. No, my mom wasn't playing that. She let my sister come out and all, but told my sister she had to be respectful with it. It's a lot of gay people in Helen and Manhattan. No shaved heads, no sagging pants, and my mom said gay doesn't have a look. That is true. Girl, I'm telling you, nowadays you're gonna see kids in elementary school with the shaved heads. I even know a girl in elementary school where she didn't transition to a boy physically, but her mom changed her name. So the school had to start addressing her as a boy. She just dressed like a boy, but the mom changed her name and everything. But she still had like, her feminine body parts. So yeah, this has been going on forever. We're living in a new day. All right, y'all. It's 12:13. We're gonna have to get off here because I could talk so long. And I need to be laying down. Tomorrow's Friday. So hopefully I could do something fun this weekend. And I can get a vlog together for y'all. But if you are not following me on Facebook, wait, Jenna, what you want to say, girl? Let me see. How do I put my Facebook? Can I link it? 5 more minutes. Okay. 5 more minutes, Jenna. Um, there's something on Facebook. Let me see. How can I put my Facebook in the link? Can I link it here? I don't want to open up a new tab. Good night, Madison. Let me see if I can put my Facebook page. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. Y'all can probably find me on Facebook because since I got a part of the Facebook Reels program, I'm gonna try to start posting some more videos over there to see if I can get some views because I'm trying to be about that. Yes, butterfly, interesting conversation. And it's so crazy. I don't know how we got here. We was doing a about me, get to know me video, and next thing you know, we start talking about gender. Good night. I will try to catch you next time. I will have to take a nap first. Good night, Nene. My last question is your husband going to change job or is that always his Yep, P Valley started the conversation. No, he's I don't think he's interested in changing jobs at all. He he's actually probably looking to transition to having people drive for him because he owns his own trucking company. He doesn't work for a company, so he has the capacity and the ability to make his schedule, book his own loads, and he could also get drivers. So I think the ultimate goal is for him to have several trucks on the road under his company and have people driving them for him so that he could be home. But right now, I guess we're dealing with temporary sacrifice for a long-term goal. That's why I want you to do a P-Valley. Facebook reel is going to be wild. Yeah, maybe I can do. Okay, don't play. I just got notification that I got 1K plays on one of my videos. They just notified me that 1,000 people liked it. This is of my baby. She's trying to open the she's trying to open it. Look at her face. She's struggling.
Okay.
Butterfly. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can go live tomorrow during lunch. Let's meet back here tomorrow at 12:30. I'm gonna try. I enjoyed, hanging out with y'all tonight. She said it's gonna open. Yeah, she was struggling, my big girl. That's one thing I could say about my Soraya. Me naturally just pulling the camera out and recording her is what really gets her page. She's on Instagram, Soraya Rae Show. It's the natural content that just goes far. Yes, Jenna, thank you. And I appreciate you for being a moderator tonight. And I will make sure that when I go live again, girl, that is you got it. Cause you got that guy out of here so fast. And I appreciate you for that. But I really enjoyed. I'm so happy I went with my gut and I decided to go live because I almost did not go live tonight. But it's time for your girl to wrap this here, do my doobie, and call it a night. So good night, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it. How do I end it on this computer? Okay, I see it right here.